Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real
Deep
Fake.
Sports.
Yeah, baby. It's our inaugural episode. I'm sitting here with my main man, my
E-money.
bro, E-Money. Nothing but the best, bringing the good stuff.
How's it going, Miguel?
Oh,
Nice
it's
to see
going
your
phenomenal. Nice to see yours.
I like your Star Wars shirt.
Oh, thank you so much. It was a present.
I always thought you're more of a Trekkie.
It was a
Cool to
gift from a
see.
family, non-disclosed family member, so I'm not going to shit on it too much, just in
Very
case they
cool.
decide to listen to this one.
I'm sure they will appreciate you wearing it, even if
Oh, hell
it's the
yeah.
only time you've ever worn it. So, for those of you who don't know who we are, we had a previous sports podcast with another one of our family members who we will not mention his name
No, he's
for
dead to us.
legal reasons.
Illegal.
Yeah. But basically, we're two brothers. We both like sports, and we're both from Chicago. Although I live in Boston now, so that adds a new element that people are excited about.
Very
But,
excited about it.
We're going to talk a lot about sports. And, everything on here is 100% real.
This shit's real, guys. Okay.
All the guests, they may, sometimes their video feed is not the greatest, so it might look like fuzzy or, but that's their fault, not ours.
Just for legal purposes. I mean, they're all real, but it is a parody. All right.
Yeah.
So
this
YouTube
is all parody.
Let's not
It's real, but it's also we're joking about everything. Does that make sense?
It makes sense to me, Eric. But then again, I'm half of the show, so.
All right. So let's get into what we're interested in, which is, can we just recap that Bears-Falcons game?
I mean, yeah, let's get into it.
I mean, it was a great game. I thought the Bears were going to lose very early on, but then I remembered, hey, this is the Falcons we're talking about here. They can shit the bed at any moment. And sure enough, they did.
What'd you think? Yeah, did you have any insights on that? Or besides recapping that bad boy, is there something that stuck out to you that you want to get into the nitty gritty?
Nope.
Well, I thought it was very interesting that Nick Foles came in. Because Trubisky was looking terrible, and I shit you not, I was texting, Eric here, and at the time I was like, I'm so sick of watching this guy play. Like, please, let's put Foles in. This one's over. I mean, I had high hopes that we could still win that game, and I wish I put a couple shekels on that one, because they ended up coming through for me. So very nice.
This is the first game where I was actually like, you know what? I love Trubisky as a person, but he just doesn't have it, and I wish they would put in Foles. And then, pretty soon after, they actually did it, and I was like, all right. I think they did it at the right time.
It was a gutsy move, gutsy call. Pace was peeing his pants at that moment because he realized that he had another bust on his hands, and they're just stacking up for him as their GM. And I think that clock is ticking for that bad boy. So hopefully they can turn this season around. And it's funny because we're all talking like it's doom and gloom, but they're 3-0. Like, what they need to go barely 500 for the rest of the season to get into the playoffs. Yeah. I mean, they're sitting pretty, and it's funny. You get guys like Jason Acapora who are coming out and saying that they're in a bad place when in reality they're sitting really pretty right now.
Yeah, and he also predicted us to lose yet again. He's 0-4 on his predictions this year.
Loving it.
We actually might have him on a little bit later.
I'm excited for it.
Let's see him. I'm gonna ring him up right now and see if
All
I
right.
can get him on the line early.
All right, let's see what he's here. Stand by, please. We're having some technical difficulties. We're trying to figure all this stuff out, ladies and gentlemen. This stuff is not easy, okay? Getting guys like this on the podcast, especially a brand new one, we're just a couple dudes from the Midwest trying to make our
Yeah.
dreams become a reality. And ladies and gentlemen, I think we
Yeah,
have
Jason. Do you mind if we get you on here a little bit early? I know you said you didn't have a lot of time. Whatever, it's fine. All right. You're gonna be on in just a second there, Jason. All right, whatever. I don't care. Hey, how's it going?
Jason. Jason, hi, welcome to the podcast, Real Deep Fake Sports.
Yeah.
Happy to have you.
What your name is?
This is Mike Martinez from Real Deep Fake Sports.
All right, Real Deep Fake Sports. Now,
Yes.
Is that a play on Real Sports with Gumble?
It depends. Are you a lawyer?
Good one. So, you want to go through some predictions here, Mike?
Yeah, Jason, just lay them on me. I want to see what's going on in that beautiful brain of yours.
Well, well, just a second. My daughter's coming in the room. Let me all right, there we go. All right. So we got the Bears Colts this week. Bears just god awful team, really. I mean, you got Mitch Trubisky, can't throw a biscuit through a watering hole, if you know what I mean. And
Jason, come on, brother.
I know I'm bad. And then you got Nick Foles, a career backup, who's pulled the game out of his tuchus. And now you got Bears fans acting like he's the next Michael Jordan. So, and then you got Phillip
Jason,
Rivers.
come on. Look, Jason, this guy, let's give him a chance. He's looked great. I mean, for what they gave him, can we get like a little positivity from you? Is that something you could do for us?
You know what I love about one positive thing about the Bears that I really appreciate is they know how to draft the right quarterbacks, if you know what I mean.
Come on, Jason. That's a low blow.
25 years. Come on. Who's your best quarterback? Sid Luckman?
Jason.
I don't want to say it, Mike, because I know it's a family podcast, but
it is a family podcast.
I'm a man of faith.
Keep it clean.
L'chaim and all that stuff. But I just don't see how the Bears could even pull this one out. The Colts defense, they're dynamic and dominant, and final score, I'm just gonna say it, 38-2.
Well, Jason, that actually gives me a lot of hope because on the season, I believe you're 0-3 when it comes to picking the Bears.
That's
so
funny.
Keep it coming.
That's funny. You Chicago guys are always bringing that up about old Jason. But you know what? Your luck's gonna turn sometime, all right, buddy? And I wish nothing but negative things on that city.
Jason.
And I hope he does send the National Guard out there. That's all I'll say.
Oh my goodness. This is getting political, folks. Jason, I didn't bring you on here for politics. I came to you for your great analyst. And let's go through some.
I'm listening.
You're making me feel a little bit uncomfortable, Jason. I'm going to be totally honest with you.
Just off the record, you single? You seen anyone?
No, I'm
I come out to Chicago. All right. Happily married?
Yes, very happy.
All right. I'll stop. What was your question? You're lucky I like you.
Jason, any upsets this week you seen in the week 4 docket for the 2020 season?
Well, I will say, I like the Panthers. I like the Panthers to win this week. Uh,
Jason, let's get into some of this coronavirus stuff. I mean, we've had a couple games get pushed back. What are your thoughts on Cam Newton, the only Patriot contracting COVID-19 at this point? Do you have any?
What
are
do
your
I think
thoughts?
about him as a person, or?
Whatever on your, do you think this is a responsible
I'll
move?
just say, that would have never happened to Tom Brady.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Why is that?
He's got a good head on his shoulders. He works hard. He doesn't have the athletic intangibles, but he in between the ears, he's great. But Cam Newton, God bless him, but we always knew he wasn't their most responsible guy out there, and Bill Belichick, he might cost you a game. That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
And who knows? It stays in your system for almost 2 weeks. You could be out 2 weeks, Mike. What are you going to do? What are you going to do at that point?
I'm not sure.
Do they still have Jason Stidham, whatever that guy's name is?
I believe so, yes.
You're going to have to roll with him then.
Jason, you look like you're melting. Is everything okay? Or
yeah, I have to go. Actually, I haven't got my makeup put on yet for tonight, so I have to go do that. If that's okay with you.
Yes.
Don't forget who's doing who a favor, but
thank you so much again. I appreciate you. Hopefully you can come back next week.
I will
love to have you.
step foot in Chicago, but I'd love to come back on the podcast. Thank you.
Thank you, Jason. And that was Jason La Canfora. What a swell guy. I mean, a lot of insight. Borderline racist, I would say. Hopefully,
Did you get that from him?
A touch. I wasn't too comfortable with it.
To be honest, my racist star isn't the best, but I feel like he had he was kind of all around it, but he wasn't quite saying it,
Yeah.
And you really hate to see that kind of stuff, but
he's a consummate
those guys
professional.
Are out there.
I'm going to give him the benefit of that doubt on this one.
Yeah. And remember, this is a parody show, so don't go suing us, anybody.
We're just joking around here, everyone.
So, I think he made some, valid points about, this upcoming game against the Colts, and it's going to kick off in just a couple hours.
Very excited.
It's going to be a great game. Two very good defenses.
Very, very good.
And two offenses that
struggling,
have potential, but aren't doing the best. What do you think about, Phillip Rivers at this stage in his career? Can he make the throws against the Bears to win?
Yeah, I think Philly Rivers is the G. I mean, guy's got 12, 15 kids. He just brings the heat. I mean, on and off the field, he's got the goods. And the only thing that's holding him back is he has no receivers. He's got T.Y. Hilton. He's about 45 at this point. All their running backs are getting hurt. Marlon Mack was ripping it up, and then he tore that Achilles. So I would say that's their Achilles heel. Folks.
I like what you did there. T.Y., he doesn't look like the same guy anymore.
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. to his body. But you know who they do have?
We like an Eric.
Just activated, who may have his revenge on the Bears, Trey Burton.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Is he going to play this today?
He has been taken off injured reserve, so he may make it.
This is his revenge game?
I think so. And we've seen it in the past. Yeah. I don't know. Wasn't that
He's
great
got
last
nothing
year?
left in the tank. Yeah. He's been pretty bad for about 2 years now.
So, Eric, what I'm seeing with the Bears is just a monster win. I mean, we're talking 42, 52 points. The Colts maybe -3. Who knows? But that's what
Yeah.
I'm looking at from my advanced analytics I've been using in my past 6 years. Just a little side hustle that I've been doing. No one, signed up for it yet, but hopefully we'll get some buyers soon.
Wow, that sounds pretty advanced. Could you go into maybe a little bit of the how it all works and the numbers behind it?
I've been working on this mathematical algorithm for quite some time now, and I'm not super comfortable just like letting everybody know what the secret sauce is. But if that's something that you guys are interested in, it's about 6 to 7 grand a minute. Feel free to email me. But this is advanced analytics, and this isn't for regular people. This is corporation.
So if there's just a regular person out there and they want to get it, you would say no.
I wish I could.
It's not worth their money, you think?
Like if you're going to use it for DraftKings or something like that, you'd have to be putting up millions here. So, this is the kind of people we're talking about, not regular Joes. Love regular Joes, but as far as
can't afford it for 12 months, why even bother?
Exactly,
Yeah. And I'm glad that you brought up your service, which sounds really useful. And I've never used it, but sounds like there's some sort of math to back it up.
Tons of math, tons of research papers. I don't want to get into the nitty gritty just because I don't want people sniffing my trail and, eating my profits. So,
What's it called again?
It's called Mike's Analytics.
Took you a while to remember that. It's just your name.
Yeah, it's we're working on the name. We don't love it. Working with
I was really surprised to see you got Philip Rivers to do an ad for it. That was really cool.
Yeah, Philip's on board. He's a great guy. He's got a lot of kids to feed, so he's not really like being super critical of the stuff he's selling. He's like, as long as I show him the money, he's gonna sell the product, and that's kind of the guy you want on your team.
Yeah, and let's actually, if you don't mind, show one of those.
Let's get into it.
Those ads right now.
Really excited about this. This is about 6 months in the making. So if anybody has any comments or requests, feel free to share them in the comment section, and we could definitely talk to Philip about it. Here we go.
Yeah, we're just trying to pull up his video. Philip's a great guy, I'll be on later. Philip Rivers here, quarterback formerly of the 1 second. Sorry, that was a bad. Are you serious about analytics? I'm Philip Rivers. I'm here with Mike's Analytics. Do you have money, but you don't know what you want to spend it on? Well, I'm here to tell you Mike's Analytics is where you need to be spending your money. Not only does it have math, but it also has intelligence built into it. Do you play DraftKings? Do you do fantasy football? You want Mike's. Trust me. Wow.
I love it.
That was really good.
That's the kind of stuff we're dealing with here, Eric, and I'm really excited about it. Philip's really excited about it. This kid,
I could tell. He sounded intense about it.
He loves it. Every second of it. It's helped him in his life on and off the field.
Yeah, for sure. And as you can see, we have Booger. He was kind of like waiting in the wings. So I don't want to have him hold on too long. So
let's not wait any longer. Let's get into the interview. It's something we're really excited about here.
Hey, Boog, we're ready for you now. If you're ready.
All right, just give me a second. Y'all don't play around here.
All right, Boog, just
relax, Boog.
Whenever you have a moment, jump on.
All right, y'all ready for me?
Yep. In 3, 2, 1.
Hey, Mike. How you doing?
Hey, Booger. Long time no see. How you been, man?
I'm good, man. Just eat my Cheerios and my Wheaties. You know what I'm saying? Trying to stay fit.
Booger, it's such a pleasure to have you on the podcast. Love what you've been putting it down lately. I mean, you're giving out the goods.
Oh yeah.
If you're interested in analytics, they definitely have a package for you if that's something that you'd be interested in.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Is that Mike's Analytics? Yeah, man. I heard good things, man. I've been talking to Philip. Me and Jason, we was checking that out the other day.
Yeah. Very excited about it. If there's something that you'd be interested in, we could definitely talk about.
No shit, man. No shit. All right, for sure. We might have to. Just not right now, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right, folks. Let's get back to football. Let's see what's your pick to click this week.
Oh man, I'm so tired. Sorry, my eyes get kind of low. It's been a long day. But my picks for the week, man. Let me tell you right now, the Panthers, they're gonna beat the Cardinals.
Okay, I'm really excited about that as well.
It's gonna be. I'm gonna say they're gonna win by like at least 3 touchdowns.
3, okay.
And that's the Booger promise right now.
That's exceptional. Thank you, Booger. I love your Booger promises. There's nothing like it. Booger, I just out of curiosity, where did your nickname come from?
Oh, Booger?
Yeah, Booger.
Oh, all right. Yeah, for sure. So basically, back in my playing days, coaches, they used to put their boogers on my back, and they would say, "Hey, Booger," and I'd go, "Huh?" And then they start laughing. I said, "That's not my name." And it's ever since then, they did it for like a few more years, and then I was like, "Why I got all these boogers on me?"
Yeah, no, of course.
And my mom would be like, "Booger, why you got all these boogers?" And I never did have a good answer until, one of my good buddies in college was like, they've been putting boogers on you for like 3 straight years, right? And I said, "What?" And then he's like, "Man, that's why they've been calling you Booger." And I said, "Wow, that's funny though." And so
you've been a professional for quite some time now. Why would you think that it was derived from? Like, is it one of those things where it's like you take the power back from, like if you're the victim, you take the power back, or what?
Yeah, definitely. There's an element of that.
Nice.
It's more just because like they put the boogers on me, and then they would start calling me Booger,
Okay, so not a lot of deep
Yeah.
on that one.
Yeah, man. For sure.
Let's get back to the football. So, what are your thoughts on the Bears? Are they real at 3-0, or is this a fake team?
The Bears?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. They've been doing all right, you know. I think, when you got big guys like Akeem Hicks and you got Khalil Mack out there, they're gonna put pressure on the quarterback, and whenever you got that base football team on your hands. And so I think the Bears, although people say they no good, I think they're gonna surprise some people.
Me too, Booger. Me too.
And I think, Mike, whenever you got a good defense, you always gonna be in the games. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
It's like my mama used to say, like, a defense win championships.
Your mom used to say that?
Yes, sir.
Mom's a very brave lady.
My mama's nickname, they called her Snot.
Do you want to know this story? Is this something you want
to... if you want to hear it, it's kind of long.
I love it.
Like...
Hello. Give me that snot
story. All right. So my mama, growing up, she used to hang out a lot with the kids on the block, and she was from Florida there now. So they was always outside. They was always doing up to something, as she would say.
Yeah.
And so one day, one of the kids, he said, "Hey, Snot," and my mama's real name is Sarah. She said, "I ain't Snot, I'm Sarah,"
Of course.
And they all laughed and stuff. And then, after a while, they kept calling her Snot. And she was saying, "Why they call me that?" And so, when she finally met my dad, when she was, she's like 30 something.
Right.
My dad would say, "Why they call you that, Snot?" And she's like, "I don't really know." And so she asked one of the friends, and they said, "We've been putting snot on your back since childhood. That's why your back's always, so slimy." And she said, "Oh, really? I didn't know that." And so that kind of stuck with her. Snot.
Wow, that's very similar to your story. So I don't want to be a liar, Booger, but
it's funny, right?
It's pretty convenient. Not to insinuate that you're lying at all, but
nah, man. Why would you say that? I got a funny family story. I'm giving you guys stories over here. I ain't never told no ESPN that story. And now you're saying I'm a goddamn liar.
Booger, whoa. Let's tone it down.
No.
To offend you.
No. Listen. I ain't playing, all right? If you want to continue to have me on the show and you ask me to do a story, just accept it. That's all I ask.
You're totally right. I apologize. It won't happen again.
All right. I like that.
Okay, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yeah. It's a pleasure, man.
Yeah. Love to have you back on next week if it's a possibility.
All right. I'll tell you about my daddy next week. Yeah, a funny name, too.
I cannot wait.
All right.
Thank you so much, man. That was Booger McFarland, Anthony McFarland. What a great guy I made that.
Wow.
This time out.
He's so funny. He's got great stories. I love hearing his stuff.
He brings the goods, and I'm loving it. I'm loving every second of it.
Yeah, but it's like he said, the Bears have a great defense, and they're just, I think they can win any game because they're going to be in every game. And I think that's kind of what he was trying to say.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Yeah,
and
go ahead.
Did you want to talk about the Cubs?
Oh, yeah. the demise of the Chicago Cubs 2020 season.
Yeah. It hurts. You see the Sox lose and you don't really care that much, but it's sad.
Right.
And then you see the Cubs lose and they don't even score a run. And it's like, where's that World Series team? It's just sad.
It blows my mind that they even won a World Series at this point. I mean, how many years has it been and they can't even get past the first round? It's like makes you wonder. This is like the music has a one-hit wonder. Like this is the one-hit wonder of sports is the Chicago Cubs.
Yeah. And they've had a couple. They've gotten back to the playoffs, but they never had that hit.
They don't cut the goods, man. You could just tell. I mean, we have all these exceptional hitters, but when it comes down to it, they
can't hit.
Can't hit. Get rid of them.
Cut them.
Do we want to talk about the White Sox at all, or?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't watch the game, I'll be honest, but they didn't. If your bats aren't hitting in the playoffs, it's easy to get knocked out.
Oh yeah.
And this is a video podcast, so everyone will see you on your phone. But
I'm looking at the score. I wanted to see what the White Sox did in their
okay.
second game. My apologies. Did they? Are they still in it? They get knocked out.
They went out there and they played their game, but it wasn't good enough.
It wasn't.
They lost 4-6, and then they lost 3-5 in the game before.
Yeah.
They had a game on them and they couldn't pull it. And of course, it was the Marlins that took the Cubs out because why not?
Of course, the Marlins. Yeah.
And then, just one last thing I wanted to cover is the Bulls. They've hired Billy Donovan as their head coach.
William Donovan.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Do you know him personally, or?
No, I don't know him personally, but I just thought it would be okay if I called him that. But
yeah, no, you're right.
But I don't know. You're right. I don't know him, so maybe he wouldn't like that.
We might have to interview him in the future. I don't want to get on the wrong foot.
Right.
I've heard he's a hothead. I don't want to. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But
yeah, it's a new podcast, so we can't get heavy hitters like Billy Donovan on the first episode, but maybe second or third. We'll
see what happens.
Yeah.
Stick with us, folks. There's a lot more coming this season of real deep fake sports. I hope you like what you've seen so far, and we're just going to continue to get better, like the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, and we've had some technical issues, but we'll get those solved as well.
We're going to knock them out of the park. I mean, when this thing gets rolling, it's just like my analytics. I mean, it's going to be killer stuff.
Yeah, and once again, that's Mike's Analytics, if you want to Google that.
We don't have the .com, unfortunately. I'm working on that. So you may need to use the darknet to get to it, but
yeah, and if you just send him your routing number, he can set you up with an account, but it's just not as easy without that URL.
Right, exactly.
So did you want to make a prediction for the Bears game before,
I'm going to go 28-14 Bears.
Wow. So not that close.
No. I mean, I love the Colts. I think they're legitimate. They could possibly get the playoffs, but this Bears team is just getting better every week. And now that Foles is at the helm, I mean, they're geeked. Their confidence is through the roof. I think you're going to see some exciting things on the field. Anthony Miller going to play nuts. I'm very excited for Anthony Miller.
Yeah.
Javon Wims, and of course, Allen Robinson.
Do you think that the offense will look different with Foles? Are they going to run different plays that Trubisky probably couldn't, or will they stick with the play action stuff?
I think you're going to see a lot of play action stuff. I think you're going to see a lot of audibles. Foles just looks like he's orchestrating a symphony out there, and it's going to be magical. I mean, of course, there's going to be interceptions and sacks. You can't stop that, but I think he's going to have way more good plays as opposed to negative ones. That's just what my analytics has been showing me. So.
Oh, okay. So that's not your personal opinion.
It's
what you've seen.
I don't want to bore you.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
My prediction is going to be 21-14 Bears.
Okay.
I was thinking the Colts were going to win for like most of the week.
But then
but then the homer in me said, you know what? Just pick the Bears. And I'm going to.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you, constantly talking me off the ledge last week.
That's what I do best.
The Bears were down. I was down. But, they pulled through. So
through every week. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this game started off the same way as the last three, where they look awful, and then at the last minute they pull it out of the butts.
I'd love to see it.
I wouldn't. I want to see them. So my heart. I've had a heart condition the last couple weeks. Just watching the games, this side goes numb, and then like as the game, So and it's
That's not good.
No, it's terrible. I mean,
do you go to the hospital when that happens, or
what I do is I start eating mayonnaise out of the container, and
it's like calms you down.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I continue to do it.
Yeah, I mean that's probably not good, but
probably not.
If it works, I mean, what's the doctor gonna tell you? Keep doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just gonna charge you money,
Right.
It's a waste.
It is a waste. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Go
Thank
Bears.
you so much. I hope everyone enjoys the show, and leave us some comments about what you liked. If you didn't like anything, go fuck yourself. But also leave a comment.
Yeah. Love you.
All right, that does it for week 1 of Deep. Let's try that again.
Here. Go ahead.
That does it for week 1 here at
Real
Deep
Fake
Sports.
Yeah, baby.
Charging me in overdraft, it's kind of nasty and drafty.